Speak, fool. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. What is it now? Tread lightly. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. What is it now? Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. At last. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Ah, at last. This is more like it.
Our allied
Frostmourne
town is under siege. Faithless coward.
Tread lightly. Finally. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. Finally. No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
You will know endless.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. What is it now? Speak, fool. For the Lich King. No one orders me around. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers.
Endless torment.
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Finally. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Speak, fool. What is it now? Speak, fool. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Our allies' town is under siege. Hero has fallen.
Tread lightly. What is it now? No one orders me around. Finally. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. What is it now? Tread lightly. What is it now? Tread lightly. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Now, this is more like it.
You will know endless torment. I'll make you suffer.
Finally. No one orders me around.
Faithless coward.
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. For the Lich King. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. No one orders me. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. What is it now? Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
You will know endless torment.
No one orders me around. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Tread lightly. No one orders me around.
Our allied
Speak,
hero
fool.
has fallen.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
What is it
Our
now?
allies' town is under
Speak,
siege.
fool. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. Speak, fool. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
Your pain shall be legendary. I'll make you suffer.
Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. No one orders me.
Our allies' town is under siege.
What is it now? Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Finally. No one orders me around.
Our hero has fallen. Our allies' hero has fallen.
Speak, fool.
Our allies' hero has
Lightly.
fallen.
No one orders me. What is it now? Tread lightly. What is it? Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Frostmourne. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Tread lightly.
Our allies' town is under
At
siege.
last. Finally. No one orders me around. Ah, at last.
You will be endless.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. What is it now? No one orders me around. Tread lightly. What is it now? Speak, fool. This is more like it. What is it now? Ah, at last. No one. Tread lightly. Speak. No one orders me around. Finally. Tread lightly.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Ah, at last. Now,
Faithful scout. I'll make sure you suffer.
speak, fool. This is more like. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
Glory to the scourge.
Ah, at last. Speak, fool.
Allied hero has
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. For the Lich King. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. What is it now? Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
I'll make sure you suffer. You will know endless torment.
Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
Glory to the scourge.
This is more like it. Finally. At last.
Glory to the scourge.
Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Finally. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. What is it now? Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. No one orders me. Frostborn hungers. Finally. Frostborn hungers.
Your pain shall be laid.
This is more like it. Speak, fool. Finally. What is it? At last. Frostborn hungers.
Glory to the scourge.
This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostborn hungers. Speak, fool. This is more like it.
Our allies' hero has fallen.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
Our allies' hero has
At last. What is it now? Frostborn hungers. Speak, fool. Hungers. Finally.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. At last. Now. Finally.
Glory to the scourge.
This is more like it.
Your pain.
At last. This is more like it. At last.
Our forces are under attack.
Finally. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. What is it now? Tread lightly. Finally. No one is me around. At last. Finally. Frostborn hungers. Speak, fool. Finally. At last. Frostborn hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. No one orders me around. This is more like it. What is it now? Finally. At last. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. At last. This is more like it. What is it now?